Hey fluffs. Hey fluffs. Hey fluffs. Hey fluffs. So today I'm doing a bit of a different video, as you can see. I've been requested quite a few times over the last couple months or so to do a tattoo tour, so that's what I'm gonna be doing today. I would have worn the head today, but it's really warm, so I'm just doing this kind of, my head's been cut off by the cartel kind of video. So I'm gonna try and do it in chronological order from when I got each tattoo, kind of tell you the backstory behind them, why I got them, the significance of them, and that kind of stuff. But I guess let's just get on with it. So I believe the very first one I got is this one right here, if you can even see that. This is going to be a pain in the ass to film, I think. You gonna focus on that thing or what? Focus, Joe Biden. Okay, let me move it down a little bit and maybe do it like that. Yeah, there we go. It's still not really in focus, which is a little bit annoying. But I think you can kind of see that there. So this is the, or at least one of the Radiohead logos. This is, I believe, the Crying Minotaur, I think it's called, which is around the Kid A and Amnesia era. So this was the very first one I got, and I think even still to this day, it's probably still my favourite one, maybe my second favourite. I think it's just a really cool design. It's really nice with the red kind of lined background, a little bit wavy, some gaps in between it. I think it looks really nice. So as I think a lot of people will know, that Radiohead is my favourite band of all time. I have a disgusting obsession with them. So I kind of had to have this as my first one. And I think I got this about, I want to say 2 years ago, coming up to, or maybe more than that. No, 4 years ago. I was 18, so yeah, about 4 years ago when I got this. But yeah, it's still really cool. Yeah, I do have another one, kind of similar to this on my other arm, which I'll show you a bit later. But yeah, that's my first one. And now I'm trying to remember which one I had next, and I believe it was this one. I need to point the camera down a little bit further because it's lower down on my arm. So as you can see here, I do believe this is for the second one. It rings a bell. So this is, as you can see, this is Legoshi from Beastars. And back when I first got this, I was like disgustingly obsessed with this thing as well, with Beastars. So I kind of had this, and I think this was even before I actually said I was a furry. So I got a furry tattoo before I was a furry. Kind of funny. So I had this red background to kind of look like the blood red moon in the show sometimes. And holy shit, I am sweaty as fuck. I don't know why it's so hot in here, but it is. I'm really glad that my tattoo artist doesn't really question anything about the tattoos I ask for. I mean, I told him that it was from an anime, but he's cool with that. So, yeah. Again, this is another one of my favorites. I kind of sometimes forget that I have this, because I've just got so many ones that kind of look like this. But yeah, there we go. A little Legoshi on my wrist. Now again, I gotta remember if I can remember which one I got next. I'm going to get a lot of these wrong, unfortunately, because I just cannot remember which one I got exactly next. But I want to say the next one I got was this Gorillas one here, which is obviously a very simple one. It's just the Gorillas logo, but it's in a bit of a different colour than what it typically is in. I don't know, I just think it was a nice colour to go with. Gorillas. Gorillas is another one of my favourite bands, and this is probably the first band that I actually fell in love with. I think I've been listening to them for about 10 years now, 9 or 10 years. So I obviously had to get some kind of tattoo to show everyone that I'm a big fucking nerd, basically. But it's a really nice tattoo. Though I do remember, however, that this tattoo was an absolute nightmare when it was healing, because it actually got a little bit infected somewhere in here, because I remember the skin was actually like peeling off. So my skin was actually just peeling off. So I think I might have got infected a little bit, but it's obviously healed up quite fine, and you can't really tell anything's wrong with it. So I think it went better than expected. But yeah, there we go. Very nice. I might have to flip the view and mirror it so you can actually read it, so it's not backwards like I can see it in the viewfinder. So there we go. Now the next one, I believe, let's see here. I do believe, okay, I'll have to move my camera down a little bit more again, because I believe, or was it, I can't remember actually. Fuck it, I'll go with it. So these eyes on my arms are probably the most, I guess, recognizable tattoo on myself. So these are the wall of eyes from the Smile album from the same name from 2024. So the Smile is basically a spin-off band of Radiohead. It's got the lead singer and the lead guitarist from Radiohead in the same band. So I, of course, naturally followed over and listened to their music as well. Let me just point it down a little bit more so you can see it, the whole thing in one frame. There we go. So it's just a really cool design with all the different coloured eyes and stuff. It's like, oh, you're always being watched, paranoia kind of stuff, because Tom York is miserable all the time. So I fuck heavy with that, I suppose. But yeah, this is easily my favourite one, because I think it's the first thing that you really notice when you see me. It's kind of, well, it has been a conversation starter since I first got it, because people at work usually like to ask me what it means and stuff like that. But it's just that overall it's a really cool tattoo anyway. I want to get some more Smile tattoos eventually, but I don't know what I would get, because I am starting to listen to them a lot more recently, and I've found a couple new songs I like that I previously didn't. So I'm starting to become a bit more of a bigger fan of these guys too. So yeah, from the Wall of Eyes. It's a really nice album. So if you'd like to go and listen to that, then be my guest. But yeah. And then again, I don't know if this is the same order, the chronological order, but I want to bring attention to this one, if it will focus. I think that's about as good as it's going to get. So this is, these are the mountains from Radiohead's Kid A album, which at the time when I first got this tattoo was my favourite album, but it varies every couple of months basically. And right now, my favorite album is In Rainbows. If anyone was curious, which I don't think anyone was. But yeah, this is again another one that people tend to ask questions about. And it is a really cool tattoo. I think this is, you know what, now that I'm looking at it, this is probably my favorite one again. it's just so cool, and you don't really, it's different. You know, you don't really see a lot of people with these kind of tattoos. So, you know, I like to be unique in these kind of things, because being ordinary is pretty boring. So I like to try and be a little bit different wherever I can. And this is a prime example here. It's just so cool. You got the fires on top of the mountains with the trees on top. You got like the sun coming up, or is it lava? I don't really know. And then of course you got the mountains here with a little bit of blue shading, blue and black shading. It's just a really cool tattoo. I think still to this day, this is the longest tattoo it took. I think this took about 2 hours to do, maybe 2.5 hours, I think. And it was also the most painful one because it took the longest. But I think it was absolutely worth it, for sure. Because I have had a few people in the comments ask me about the mountains on my arm, so there you go. Now you know the backstory behind it. Let's see here. I do believe the next one was this one, if you can really see it. I don't think you can really make out the text in this, but this is basically some lyrics from, at the time, was my favorite Radiohead song, which was Let Down. And it says, "One day I am gonna grow wings, a chemical reaction," which obviously this song blew up on TikTok. Now every white bitch knows this song. But if I'm being honest, this one right here is definitely my least favorite tattoo I have, and I kind of want to eventually get it covered up with something else. Not that I don't like the song. The song I still love, but I just think the overall design is a bit shit. So hopefully eventually I'll try and get this covered up with something else. I don't know what yet, but I probably will eventually, just so that I'm happy with every tattoo I have, because you need to be happy with tattoos, because obviously they're permanent, so you need to make sure that you actually like them. So there you go. It's like a little piece of paper. It's a bit burnt up, a little bit aged. So I mean, I liked it at the time, but as I went on, I didn't really like it so much. So yeah, so there you go. That's that one done. And I do believe the next one was, I think, this one. Let me aim the camera down just a little bit more. So as you can see here, this is another Gorillaz one. This is of Plastic Beach. This is the silhouette of the island. Got some stars in the sky that go around it, and then you have the ocean underneath it. This was a nice one to get, because Plastic Beach is probably still my favourite Gorillaz album. And it's just so, I mean, it's iconic. You can't, if you know, you know, basically. This is like one of the most iconic shapes, if you're at least in the know. So yeah, Plastic Beach, the Gorillaz album. Just a little silhouette of the island with the stars going around it. Got a couple of big ones to break up the smaller ones, and then of course you got the ocean with kind of like the moonlight reflecting off it, kind of thing right there. It's really nice. So let's see, I believe the next one, let me aim the camera down again a little bit more so you can see this one. So this one right here. So this one it looks a little bit messy, to be honest. I'm not super proud of how it turned out. And again, I think this might be another one that I kind of either cover up or like get it touched up. So this is probably a bit of a niche thing. So this is the door with the ink coming out from the second to last episode of BoJack Horseman, The View from Halfway Down, which is like one of the best, at least I think one of the best episodes in TV. I mean, I don't really know what this symbolizes. I'm sure it means something deep and fucking sad and whatever, but it's just really cool imagery of one of my favorite shows and one of my favorite episodes. So yeah, the ink coming out of the door from The View from Halfway Down episode in BoJack Horseman. So there we go. And then the next one here is basically just a little fox, because furry, I suppose. There's no real significance behind this tattoo. I just thought it looks really cool, and that's the end of that. Honestly, but yeah, I still really like it. I kind of forget about it sometimes, just because it doesn't really have much of a meaning for me, other than that it was just cool and cute looking. But yeah, there you go, a little fox right there. And if I just turn my arm a little bit more and point the camera down a little bit more too, I got another legacy tattoo. Yes, I have 2 legacy tattoos. I think you can kind of see who is my favorite character. But this one is, I believe this is from the manga. I think this is just one of the panels from the manga. Yeah, it's really cool. There's no colour in this one. I've only got 4 colour tattoos. But I know that colour tends to fade a lot quicker than just the black ink, so I'm going to try and avoid the colour tattoos in the future if I can. But yeah, this is just another legacy tattoo from Beastars. Very nice, very cute indeed. So, yes, I think that's the last one actually. Oh no, I've got one more after this. Okay, second to last one, we're nearly done. Gotta point this down a little bit more. And I've got to turn my arm in a really awkward position. Or is it better this way? Okay, that's better. Is it in focus? Probably not, but hey ho. So this one here is another Radiohead tattoo. I know, shocker. But you got the bear comforting the crying minotaur, and it's just really cool. Again, this is from the Kiddie and Amnesia era, with the bear and the crying minotaur characters. And these are basically the 2 kind of like logos and mascots for the band. At least they were at the time. I'm not sure about that now. But yeah, this one's really cool. I kind of forget about this one too, just because it's in a really awkward position, so I don't really see it all the time. But when I do see it, I'm like, yeah, that's a nice tattoo. So it's really nice. I need to get some more to like cover up more of my gaps and stuff, but that's a time. That's for a different time. And we have one last one. One last one, I know. I promise. This is in another awkward position, so if you can really see that there. This is just the solar system. You got the sun. You got Mercury. Venus. Earth. Mars. Jupiter. Saturn. Uranus. Oh wait, no. No, I forgot Neptune. Yeah, Neptune. Wait, no, Uranus. Yeah. No, I got it. I know my planets. And then apparently that's Neptune, but Neptune's supposed to be fucking bigger than that. But whatever. So, this basically just only symbolizes that I like space, basically. Space has always been a big interest in mine since I was like in primary school. I don't know, I just find it really fascinating to learn about, basically. So, yeah, this is really awkward to film. But anyway, you've seen them all now, so it doesn't really matter. So guys, blood fluff from the future here. I'm actually a fucking idiot and I forgot to show you one last tattoo on this side. So I'm just going to quickly jump cut into here and just show you this one. So I believe this one is actually my latest one. I got this one maybe 6 or 7 months ago, kind of that, around that time. So again, this is another Radiohead tattoo. This is of the bear that I was just talking about. This was actually their logo for quite some time. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's about it. I forgot to say that because I'm a fucking idiot, so, so goodbye. Tilt this back up. So, that's about it. That's all of my tattoos that I have at the moment, and I don't have any plans to get any new ones, at least at the time being. But maybe I will in the future, and if I do, maybe I'll make an update video. So, yeah, I think that's it for now. So, I want to say thank you all very much for watching. Thank you all for the love and support recently. I really do appreciate that. And I will be working on the, because I know that I said in my last video that I was supposed to do the British slang video part 2. I will work on that, I promise. That will be my next video. And then I will also work on a part 2 to that one Foxy video that everyone's fucking loving recently. So I'll get on that as soon as I can. But again, just thank you very much for watching. Thank you all. Thank you all. And I will see you all very soon. Okay? Bye-bye, fluffs. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. It's so awkward. I know, I'm trying. I'll just be reading more. Okay.